Hi, I'm Katy Adam and welcome to my YouTube channel. So you probably know me as a musician, songwriter, etc. from Adelaide, Australia. Okay, but today I want to show you a little bit more about myself and help you get to know me by answering some getting to know you questions. So some of these are going to be real general and some other ones are going to be focused more on music. Okay, so let's get started with some rapid fire general questions. First question, what is my middle name? So my middle name is actually Mary. Next up, what was my favourite subject in school? My favourite subject, I'm pretty sure it was probably music. I also really liked English and drama. My favourite drink, so if we're talking alcoholic, definitely wine, okay? But I love a good cup of tea and a good cup of coffee as well. What is my favourite colour? Blue. What is my favourite TV show? This is a tricky one. I love a lot of different TV shows. I'm going to go with Star Trek Voyager. Yes, I'm a big nerd. What's my favourite movie? Anybody that knows me in my personal life will know the answer to this question, and that is Back to the Future. Where was I born? Right here in Adelaide, Australia. How do I drink my coffee? I normally like to have like a flat white, so with a bit of milk, and always almond milk, never normal milk. Sweet or savoury? At the moment I'm feeling sweet, but I feel like it could change from sweet or savoury, but at the moment, sweet. How old am I? I am 24. And my current favourite song, this is another one that's really tricky, I'm going to go with California Nights by At 1980. They're a like synth wave, synth pop band with lots of 80s vibes, and I just love their music. And California Nights is a great song. You should definitely check it out. If you're into like 80s music, check it out. Okay, so now more on to the lengthy questions, which are about music. So, what first got you into music? So for me, I've been playing music, singing all my life. I think the first memory that I have was listening to Landslide by Fleetwood Mac in the car with my dad, and I remember that sparking something in me, wanting to sing and stuff like that after that. So I'm going to say that, and then it's just grown exponentially ever since I was about 4 or 5 years old. Okay, who inspired you to make music? So I think for me it was listening to and becoming a fan of Taylor Swift's music. So in 2020, when the whole world burnt down, I started really getting into her music more. I've always been a fan. I was a big fan of the Fearless album when I was a kid, but I kind of fell off the wagon a bit, and then in 2020 I started to go back and listen to a lot of her songs. So songs from Red, 1989, Speak Now, and what really struck me was how simplistic they were. So especially a lot of her older stuff. Now she writes very complicated lyrics with lots of fancy words and stuff, but her Fearless era, Speak Now, a lot of it was just like reading her journal, reading her diary. And it was, this is how I'm feeling and I feel this way and I'm not happy about it. And her chord progressions are very simplistic as well. And I saw that and I was like, I feel like I could do that. I could write songs like that. One day I was really annoyed with somebody that I knew, a guy that I knew, and I decided to write a song about it. To answer the question, who inspired you to make music, I would definitely say Taylor Swift as a big one. I'm also a huge fan of Bruce Springsteen. And he's definitely inspired a lot of my songwriting as well. But initially, Taylor Swift. If you could collaborate with any artist, past or present, who would it be? This is really tricky because I feel like I could have, 50 answers here. So I'm gonna list off a couple. So the first one is definitely Patti Smythe, and I hope to do a video talking a bit more about her later. But Patti Smythe is a huge inspiration of mine. In terms of like as a vocalist, as a songwriter, as a performer, everything like that. So to be able to sing a song with her or collaborate with her would be incredible. Of course, Taylor Swift, to be able to write some music with her would be incredible. And also Bruce Springsteen as well, to be able to write something with him or sing a song with him. The last one I'm going to throw out there is Stevie Nicks, who is another huge inspiration of mine, and somebody that I've loved for ever since I was a little kid, music wise. So they would be the people that I would want to collaborate with. Are there any contemporary artists that you draw inspiration from? So I kind of already said this, but yeah, Taylor Swift is a big one. In terms of modern artists, I've been really getting into, as I kind of alluded before, this kind of synth wave type of music, okay, or retro wave. So at 1980, Christine, The Midnight. So I really, really love those bands and artists, and I've kind of been listening to a lot of their music, and it's been influencing how I've been writing lately. So I'm going to go with those. Which musical era or decade do you feel most connected to? Definitely the 1980s, if that hasn't already become apparent. I love all the music from the 1980s, or majority of it anyway, and the way that musicians made music and performed it and stuff like that was so different to today. It was a lot about the cheese of it all. A lot of the songs were quite happy and had really big hooks that made you want to dance, and I feel like today, you know, it's a lot more about really getting introspective and talking about mental health and stuff like that in songs. But in the 80s, it was very different. So yeah, 1980s, love the music from that. Which musician or band do you inspire to be like, and why? So this is a bit of a, you know, two-part question for me. So I'm going to throw out Patti Smythe there again. I really, really think she's very inspirational in that she had an amazing talent, but decided to sort of step back from fame and become a mother and a wife, which, you know, fair enough and good for her. And I love that she was able to, you know, prioritize her family over her music, which I think is really important to me. And of course, Taylor Swift. I know I've said her name about 1 million times, but I really think that the way that she's built up her career is just incredible. Her, you know, the way that she's built up her business with things like marketing and merch, and the use of sort of errors with her albums and stuff like that is just really amazing. And that's how she's got to where she is today. I mean, yes, she's very talented, but also, you know, those business decisions as well. So I think trying to be business minded and creative minded is really, really important. And also all of those legacy artists that I love, Bruce Springsteen, Stevie Nicks, Journey, so many others, but the fact that they're still going at, you know, they're in their 70s and they're still touring, they're still making music, they have continued to have that love of music, and I love that. I usually begin the process of writing a new piece of music. So this can vary, it depends. Normally what will happen is I'll have an idea, like in the middle of the night or something like that, a melody idea or a lyric idea. It's normally like one line, and I'll quickly write it down, record it in my phone, and then the next day I'll sit down and try and expand on it a little bit more. So generally I'm starting with a melody line or a lyric. I tend to find writing lyrics trickier than writing melodies. But sometimes it depends. I mean, I'm sure that any songwriter would say the same. It just depends on how you're feeling at any particular day. And the last question, how are you planning to engage with your fans in an innovative and new way in the coming year? Well, that's a good question to answer at the end, because I want to share with you what my plans are. So this YouTube channel, it's been dormant for a little bit, but I really want to start it back up again. And I'm going to be making cover videos and performance videos like I was before, and if you go back on my channel you see that, but also more videos like this where I'm just talking to the camera, where I'm talking about a specific topic, things like that. Alright, so please stay tuned for that, and if you're interested in seeing some more of that content, please subscribe to my channel. So this is my first sort of talkative video, but hopefully going to have more of that. I'm working on a video about vinyls and how that affects musicians and music fans, so stay tuned for that at the end of this month. So that was my first talkative video, my Q&A. I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned a little something about me, and if you have any other questions you want to ask me, chuck them in the comments and I will respond to them. Again, stay tuned for more videos on my channel, more performance videos, more talkative videos. If you have any ideas for things you'd like me to talk about, put them in the comments as well. And I can't wait to continue making videos for you in the future. So, thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Bye.